introduction to my first social zebra speech. It's about the book, and the author of it is plays the main role. It's the 10x rule, and it's from Grant Cardone. So I will first give a quick overview what points we will discuss in the next few minutes. The first, who is Grant Cardone? You can rely who is this person from, what does he make? What is the 10x rule from his perspective? What is success explained also from his view, and how you can embed a few mindsets or rules that can make you more successful and help you along the way. The 4 grades of action. This is one of the core ideas of the book. Then the 10x goals. It's like how to make 10x goals. A part is the obsession. It's a part of this book. Fear is a positive indicator. It's why is that? And how to act now, like some practical stuff for you, how you can starting even today. So let's dive in. Who is Grant Cardone? Grant Cardone is a motivational speaker and author. So he's written 5 books about selling and motivation. 4 was about selling, and this 10x rule is more motivational and inspirational book. He's successful sales coach about 23 years. So he has a lot of experience in sales, because when he was until he was 25 years old, he has like a really crappy life. He'd take drugs, make really shit stuff, and he had like a job, like a sales job, but he don't pursue it at all. Like he thinks, yeah, I have to go there. I don't really care. And in 25, when he got 25, it has come to him like a mind change. How that he now needs to pursue success and to do the 10x rule in his life, like calculate it. Yeah, and since then he also studied success, and in the last years, he also got into this motivational speaking and writing books. So prior to then he was like really on the sales terms. Yeah. Then, what is the 10x rule? So, what is the 10x rule? In his opinion, this is the one single ingredient you need to achieve success. Because he was often at his sales seminars, he was often questions, hey, Grant Cardone, what is your one thing that make you successful? So yeah, what do you think makes you successful as a person you are? And then he thought about it, and he thought like in a lot of areas, in the self-development areas, he thinks, yeah, I'm resonating with it, I think the same. But what's the most important for him was the 10x rule. The 10x rule is, you can divide it in 3 parts. The first part is about setting the right goals. This is, I will explain deeper later what this is about. The second part of the 10x rule is how to take the right amount of action. And the third is how to establish the right mindset to begin with. So, let's go to a definition of him. What is success? Because success is like really for everyone something else. It's for him, like the first, success change, or what you think success is, change along your life. Like success as a little kid, it can be like purchasing or becoming a new toy, like a teenager. It could be like get a girlfriend or get your car maybe in the USA. Later it becomes with your 20s, 30s, maybe a house, starting a family, getting a really nice job you like. And later in the end of your life. It could be more like living a legacy, building a really happy family, a happy life, a healthy life. And that could be like the success changes over time. What do you mean? What do you think what success is? The second is circumstances. For everyone is it's different, because where you were born, what are your friends, what do you look, what are your interests, how do you grow up? It's for everyone different. So his goals and his definition of success is also different for himself. So it's very specific for everyone. And unsatisfaction is a part of success. Like, you want to be successful also for the reasons that you want to grow, you want to make something better, you want to push through, you want to pursue something, but also the reason because you're unsatisfied, yeah, in your situation now. You're not satisfied, yeah, right? Satisfied with something or one life part at the moment. And for most of these reasons, you also would purchase this book. And then the 3 mindsets of success, like 3 practical mindsets you can use if you question yourself, what could I use? Success is expansion and pushing. This is like motion forward. It's also essential and has a lot of benefits for you, like confidence, security. It gives you a lot of benefits. It's not everything, but like success or attaining money, it's not like the one thing you have to do in your life. It's not the main focus, but it's an important focus, an important part. Success is my duty and obligation. Grant Cardone is really determined that his mindset is success is not a choice for me. Success is not I can be successful or I can be average or just make things how they are. For him, it's a duty. He feels like I must be successful for my family, for all people I know, and for the community, because it's just beneficial for all if I am successful and others can benefit from my success. So success also as to see as your obligation is you must. So it's your standard. You are successful to see you like that. And don't see success in shortage. It's not like a diamond that when someone finds it, another person can have it. It's not this unique something. It's something that all people can have. Like everything can be successful. Everyone can be successful. So if someone is like Steve Jobs, very well in designing and marketing and selling his products, it should be like a motivation from you to see, wow, that's how it's done. And it's awesome, I can learn from it, but it's not he takes something away from me. So it's a positive thing. Yeah, and the bonus is success equals action equals responsibility. So if you are successful and want to be successful, you have to take a lot of action, and you just can take a lot of action if you take full responsibility. He also mentions that you also take responsibility for things that are not in your power. Like, for example, if the lights would now go off, Grant Cardone would see it as his responsibility that the lights got off. Even if he paid the bills, he did everything right, but the lights got off because some storm. But he thinks yeah, but I could buy a generator and he could spring on and make light. So it's my fault. It's not to establish a mindset that you're really controlling and want to have everything, yeah, it's my fault, I need to make it better. This is to have the frame of mind that, no, it's not his fault, I am responsible for my life and for the things in my environment. This is the definition of success. Another important part is the 4 grades of action. The 4 grades of action are in 4 areas. Like the first one is doing nothing. This is like someone who just chills, do nothing, he don't cares, he's just, he don't give a fuck about life. Retreat is the second stage. And in this stage, you not want to do nothing. You're not lazy, in fact, but you are scared to pursue success because it could also be a failure or be embarrassing the first years when you, for example, building a business and have a dream or idea. It could really be a lot of pressure and things coming like to you. And this kind of people don't want to take this pressure and this amount of bad energy, would you say, to take success. And the third is the normal action, and this is the most dangerous one. Because normal action is like average, it's accepted. If you do normal, your parents say, oh, it's okay, you do normal, your friends will accept it, all will accept it. Nobody will say, oh, you do bad, like get up, like do something about it. So you can easily stuck in that. And also the people who interest for this book are the people who are in the normal action area, but want to rise to the fourth massive action area, where you do just massive action. This is where you have fear, you know it could go wrong, you know but you also know the benefits and the vision. So you know if you pursue it, it will be a much bigger reward than something can go away from you. So yeah, these are the 4 layers of action, and the thought of this book is actually to operate at the 4th grade, like on the massive action place, like to come from there. Yeah. So how to set goals, 10x goals? It's set goals that are out of reach. So you can't, for one part, some goals you can't easily approach, but they are just out of your reach. So if you really would put a lot of effort in it, you could attain them. But also goals that are really far, like really big goals that are, you maybe need decades for them. The reason because why you should choose the goals is because they are exciting as hell. They are really motivating, and they probably, if you focus and, for example, visualize or think a lot about them, you will always feel like motivated and disciplined to do them, because you know what comes out is really amazing. This is the reason of these goals. Now, connect goals. You have probably goals in different areas of your life, like financial goals, social goals, health, happiness, whatever. You probably have a few of them. And if that's the case, you can connect them to make them more powerful. For example, goal, I want to make $1 million, and you can connect it, I want to be the biggest donator to my church, and I want to provide security for my family, also financial security, for example. And you can take all these goals together, because they are goals, you can connect them and make them even more powerful. So a practical approach to that, what Grant Cardone himself does every day since 20 years, is write daily down. So write your goals daily down. He does it when he wakes up, he writes it down, and when he goes to bed. So it gets your focus on the goals. Like it's something that important, like if you write goals out of reach, goals you want to really achieve, it makes really sense to write them daily down, to make the effort for it, like the short effort to write them daily down. So your focus is on it, your subconsciousness focus on it, and yeah, it's really important and it's worth the effort. Then 4 mistakes people make when they set goals is set too low goals, because if they don't set it out of reach, they set it too low, and then it's like the opposite, the motivation is too low. If you know you could achieve something average, then nobody would interest and yourself wouldn't really be proud of, you don't really want to attain it, or don't really want to pursue it, and the motivation and discipline will probably not show up. Underestimating the effort needed. It's often so when you set 10x goals, you need also to make 10x effort. Like if the goals is big, you have also to make big effort. Like big effort. I just looked at my notes. Yeah, you have to not underestimate it, like to plan it in forward that it will be hard. It can be, the challenges can came up really hard, harder as I even think. So the third point will be too much competing. I hope I've written it right. It's his mindset is not the competition mindset, because it's just benefits the customer. And when you want to create something, you are not the customer, you are the person who provides it. And so he don't want to compete, he want to dominate. So he don't want to be a competitor in the marketplace, he want to be the marketplace. Like think more in domination mindset. Like you want to dominate it, you don't want to compete and get a little bit better than your competitor. You want to get better as you are and better and better and better. Don't focus on your competitors too much. And the last thing is underestimating the adversity in this adversity. It's what can come against you. Like if you have 10x goals, it also probably will be 10x adversity against you. People will think, oh, that's bullshit what you want, or it's not cool. Maybe even your family, your friends will think this bullshit. And even the people you go to maybe thinks also that's bullshit. And for that you don't fail, you have just to assume that the adversity, that the obstacles will be hard. And that's about 10x goals. So the part with the obsession. What do you think? Is obsession a gift or a disease? Obsession. What do you feel when you hear this word? You can respond.
Both.
Toxic. Like disease, toxic, yeah. Do you have like the same?
Maybe it's both or something. I don't know. It's a kind of gift.
Like
part
what do you
also.
think? Don't.
Yeah, I think it's both at the same
Both.
time. Yeah.
Okay.
Or could be, yes.
Yeah, cool. So the point of view from Grant Cardone is that obsession is a gift. It's for him even not a gift, it's a natural human state. Because he refers to when you're a child, and you also maybe self-experienced, when you're little, if you're not sleeping, you're just curious, you do things, you are experimenting, you are all over the place, and you're like obsessed with everything. And it gets less and less with your ages, you get less and less curious about things and less obsessed. And he also mentions that a lot of successful people would be obsessed, and then after they had their success, or Bill Gates works 10 years, 6 days a week without vacations. This, I would say that is obsessed. This is really intense. But he also gains some really high success. So the obsession you see more as a gift than a disease. So and with obsession is also the thing in combination with the domination mindset. It's other people and businesses or things will go out your way when they see you're obsessed with a thing. You're not going away. You don't matter what, you are here. Like you're not the competitor, you are the marketplace. You don't care, you're pushing, you're going through things to attain your goals. obsession will eventually make the competitors and other goals away. Good, very nice. So to appoint fear is your friend, fear is a good sign. It's earlier it has his positive sides, like if you see a car and you jump away, you fear this out, reflex, jump away, this is really good. You don't think this is bad, fear. And when you have fear in normal situations or in life, where's no danger directly versus you should see it as an opportunity to grow and get stronger. Because when you overcome fear, you come to like a new level of thinking, and you will again have fear and overcome it, and this is like a process where you grow. Because also to make fear, you can also use it as a navigation system. When you don't know, should I do this thing? Like I don't know, should I do this or not? Like could be your gut feeling. If you fear it, if you think, oh, this is scary, this goal would be like really, really hard. You should do this. If it's challenging, you should do this and see fear as your, if you don't know what to do, as kind of your compass. Fear was there always and will be always. When you were a child, it was like the boogeyman, like they say in America, go to sleep or the boogeyman will catch you. And now it's maybe rejection of your business ideas or of your persuasions in the world who get turned down. And fear will always there, that it don't go away. Be aware that all people experience fear, even, for example, Grant Cardone. So he has once a meeting with he wanted to make a TV show, and he was really feared. Like he was 22 years a successful coach who pushed through everything and makes millions of dollars, success, has a beautiful wife and children, and has really like did it. He has still feared to pursue things. Like for example, his TV show with this network, when he was driving to it, he even written that he extensively thought of going back home. He thought, this is a waste of time. Anyway, they don't like my idea. I never did television before this. I don't know, I should go home. And he did it anyway. And it turns out as a TV show. And a practical approach again to fear is the fuel of fear is time. So if you give fear time, it will grow. Like if you think, should I do this or should I not do this? In the first few seconds, it's like a little fear. And the more time you give it, the more time you wait for do this call, the more time you wait for doing something, the more your brain rationalizes like with fear, why shouldn't I do it? What is bad at it? What could happen? What bad could happen to me? And fear gets with time just even bigger and bigger and bigger. And when you make it a habit to just take the fuel away from the fear, to just do things you fear to do immediately, as in the moment you think of them or you want to do them, then you have a really big advantage of fear. So, one last point is how to act now. And it's for an exercise you can do today, and you should do today. Like this book is all about action taking. It's work out a list of your initial goals. I'm sure you all probably have some goals lists, so this is maybe not something new for you, but to take or to begin a momentum with, if you're like a little bit stuck or don't know what to do, just write 10x goals, write a few of them, and do immediately when you write them, after the writing, 3 things to pursue them. Like a phone call, a research, making up a date to do something, like really 3 practical things that brings you in the direction or move you in the direction of accomplishing the goals.